They drove to the house with instructions to kill everyone in the house.
From Charlie?
Yeah.
Tex had gone, and he went up a telephone pole and cut the lines.
As we went in, a car came up to the driveway, and I remember Tex getting out, and without saying anything, there were gunfire shot. I was in the bushes, and...
That's when the young boy, Stephen Parent, was killed.
He was killed.
He left us, and he went forward, and we heard gunshots.
When the car got right up to us, Tex jumped out, shot the person in the head.
He came back and told us to come with him, and we followed. He eventually, I think he went through a window or something, returned to a front door, and allowed the rest of us to enter.
Houseguest Wojtek Frykowski was dozing on the living room couch when he was kicked awake by Watson.
When we first went in, one of the people said, "Who are you?" And Tex said, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business."
He asked Susan to check the back rooms.
3 others were gathered from the back. Tate's old friend, Hollywood hairdresser J. Sebring, Abigail Folger, heiress to the Folger coffee fortune, and Sharon Tate.
The people in the house were all brought into the living room and tied up.
When Sebring tried to protect Tate, Watson shot and stabbed him.
Wojtek Frykowski, I believe is his name. I had tied his hands with a towel and then was instructed to kill him. And he and I began to fight. And I remember I was screaming for help and he was screaming for help. And then Tex came and helped me. And I was left to sit and watch Sharon Tate. And about that time, all I can remember seeing is people just scattering in different places.
Abigail Folger started to get herself undone, and she took off. And at that point in time, I left and followed her. I ran after her with an upraised knife, and we went out through a back door, and I ran her down, and I began to stab her.
A man comes stumbling out of the house, covered in blood, and falls down, and Tex starts stabbing him. And in the background, I see a white figure of a lady in a nightgown, and Patricia was on her, stabbing her. Sadie came running out of the house, and she said something like, "I lost my knife, give me yours," or something like that, and I gave her my knife.
I was left sitting with Sharon Tate, and she was talking to me, and I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing for her as she begged for her life and for the life of her baby.
The people at the time of the crimes were just blobs. They weren't individuals. They meant nothing to me. I didn't know the people. I was so high on speed that I understood what I was doing, but it just didn't make any difference.
What I saw happening in Tex, the way he moved, the viciousness and cold, it was just like seeing somebody go crazy with more power than I've ever seen anybody. There was an evil force in control of Tex that night.
Tex went crazy, man. He tried to stand up and walk where I was walking. He tried to be a man in a woman's body, and it didn't work too well.
I got back to the ranch. We got out of the car. Charlie came up and asked everybody how it went. But that was the first time I looked at him and I said, "Charlie, they were so young." And he just said, "Go with Tex."
Susan Atkins come home to you, bloody hands.
Yeah.
She says, "Charlie, look what I did for you."
Yeah. So I give you the world.
I
just killed myself and I give you the world. I say, "You dumb fucking cunt, I already had the world. You just put me back in jail again."
Each and every one of us was asked if we had any remorse. And I wasn't sure how I should react to Charlie asking that. And I just kind of followed suit with everybody else, no remorse.
They said you asked, "Do you have any remorse?"
Yeah, I did say that to him. I said, "Do you have any remorse for your actions?"